Hi everyone and welcome to my review of NHL Hockey for the Sega Genesis. This game was created by EA Canada, I guess. I think that's who produced this thing. And was released in 1991 for the Sega Genesis. Here we have the beginnings of the NHL series, the well-known NHL series of which we're all familiar with. Here we have the first game that had an NHL license to go with the hockey that was being portrayed. No longer do we have to deal with just city names. We had full teams. I'll give it points for its realism in that, right off the bat, in that there are not only teams, but there are hockey-like strategies in it, like line changing and the like. I don't think there are formations yet per se, but the mechanics of hockey are all here. There are fighting. There are penalties. There are pucks out of play. There are that kind of things. All the regulations and stuff. Let's move on to the main body of the review. Graphics are pretty good for an early Genesis game. Everything's visible. The rink is good. The rink looks good. The players look decent for a 16-bit game. The colors are good, are great. The rink is blue for some reason. I never got why that was. Anyway, the net area looks good, I guess. I don't remember rinks looking like that, but it may just be me. Anyway, from a sound standpoint, this game does well also. There are cheers and boos for all the happenings on the ice. There are other things that happen as well, like player whistling for plays and the period and that kind of thing, and actually there is menu music here. There's menu music here, but frankly, the menu music is the worst part of the sound. It's awful. It's awful here and awful in NHL Hockey 93 for the Super Nintendo, which is essentially this game with NHL 93 features. NHL 93 features. They're essentially the same game, though, at heart. Anyway, the aesthetics of the game itself are pretty good. The scoreboard presented at the end of each period. There are cameras flashing. There are cameras flashing in the crowd, that kind of thing. I probably should include that in the graphics part, but it's there. Anyway, addictiveness isn't as high as the other games, the newer games in the series. Besides the playoff mode, there's nothing to go back to here. I think it saves your stats, but no, heck, it doesn't save your stats. That's only true for the sequel, but it saves your stats for the playoff, but not the regular season game, which is considered the exhibition game for this. I'm trying to think, what else? Like I said, the realism is really good. There, it has all the trimmings of a good hockey game, but it's just not perfected yet. That's what I'm trying to say here. It's good, but it's not at its best. It will be at its best in the sequel game, NHL Hockey 93. Now you might remember that I actually reviewed that game way back when I was relying on, I think, EasyVid when I did that, but it wasn't very good. Not this is very good. This is a very good review. This is a very great review itself, but I will be re-reviewing that game next time. Anyway, to wrap up, the graphics and sound are about on par with each other. They're about a B. The addictiveness is C minus. I know I'm giving letter grades, but it works, I guess. The realism factor is there, so it's I would give that a B plus. The controls, something I haven't mentioned yet. The controls are really fluid, I guess, considering how old this game is. The players move a little bit slowly, and the one-timers aren't there yet. The players move a bit slow, but other than that, it's not horrible control. It's decent control. It will only get better from here, I should say. So I guess the controls are B. It's a B. The realism is there, so I guess that would be B plus A. I hope I hadn't mentioned. I hope I hadn't already graded that. Anyway, all in all, this is a pretty decent hockey game. Not the best, as the best would be yet to come, but it's good nonetheless. And so ends this review. This is Silent Frost 17 signing off. Be sure to comment, like, and subscribe for more, and I will leave you with this. And I will see you for another review in the future.